Hi guys. All right. So we're going to be doing another art project with Mrs. Stoopy today. I decided, since it's kind of dreary and rainy outside today, that we would do a rainy day themed activity today. So we are going to be doing an art project, directed drawing again. I'm going to be using dual brush pens and my watercolor pens today and pencil. So all you need is your pencil and then something to color in with. You will need scissors on this project too. So if you want to grab a pair of scissors, go ahead and do that as well. So again, pencil, scissors, and then something to color with. So I'll wait till a couple more friends hop on and then we'll go ahead and get started. So I hope you guys are staying dry today, staying inside, staying healthy. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. It's Monday, start of a new week. Start of maybe trying something new. So I'm going to wait for a couple more people to hop on. Welcome, welcome. I said we're doing a rainy day activity today. So actually, I'm going to go grab my scissors because I did forget scissors. So if you need scissors, go ahead and grab those now. When you hop on, go ahead and just pop a comment below. Say that you can hear me, that you can see everything okay. Hi, Kathy. And then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, looks like we have a few people on here. So I will go ahead and get started today. Okay, so like I said, we're doing a rainy day themed project. If you saw my earlier post, I posted the picture of what it's going to look like. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw this little girl that's underneath her umbrella. So we need to mark off because the top half of our picture today is actually going to be cut and folded. So I'm going to draw a line maybe about there, down, and then our little girl is going to be under there. So I'm going to go ahead and scoot this up. You know what, actually, let me cut this real quick just to make sure that that is a good amount. So, and you can cut this too. So we're going to cut down this way, and then we're going to be folding like so. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So if you want to go ahead and do that real quick, go ahead. So all I did is I made a sliver. First I drew a line about there, maybe like break your paper up into thirds, then cut it in half right at the top where that line stops, and then fold that piece over. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of leave that open, and then I'm going to go ahead and start drawing my little girl here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw her umbrella holder. So we're going to go ahead and draw that down. Probably make it about that big. Then go ahead and curve around and do the bottom. Hi, Patrice. Hi, Emma. Hi, Ella. So if you're just hopping on, Patrice, we marked off our paper, and then we cut a little slit right at the top, and then we folded it over for the umbrella. So if you want to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so there is our handle. Then we're going to go ahead and draw her hands on it just so we can kind of see. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and kind of map out where she's at. So her head is kind of a little bit underneath the umbrella. So then she has bangs. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, let me put my scissors here to hold that down. So we're going to do a little L formation here. And then I'm going to come down and do her face, like so. Let me zoom it, scoot this up a little bit. There we go. Face like so, then give her a little nose. Then come down with her chin. And come in and her neck. There we go. All right, then we can do the rest of her hair now that we kind of see where her face ends. So her hair is like so. Kind of do a little V pattern there. Then we're going to come down and her hair is just blowing in the wind and the rain. So we're just going to kind of add some little hair flying here and come in. We can always touch that up later. All right, next is her little coat. So for her coat, we're going to go ahead and come down a little bit farther than her neck. And I'm actually going to give her a collar. So if you want to end right there. And then we're going to have her little hand come up now that we kind of know where her body ends. So let's do this hand first so we can kind of draw that coat sleeve. So her coat sleeve is right here and then hanging down. Kind of like a U and then a little sideways mark like so. Then her hand is going to come out of her coat like so. And she's going to be gripping this bottom half of her umbrella pole. So draw some little fingers, or as I like to call them, French fries. And then I'm going to erase the umbrella pole mark out of her hand because her hand is covering it. There's that. She has these cute little tiny hands. And then we're going to go ahead and draw her other hand. Now her other coat sleeve is kind of billowing out this way and then like ending outside of where we drew that coat. And then her hand is coming up here. And again, grabbing onto this umbrella pole. I have coat on the mind. Draw her little hands. Like so. Then we need the rest of her coat. And her coat is, again, kind of billowing out. She's kind of like hunched over because she's trying to protect herself from the rain under her nice umbrella here. So we're going to come out like so. And then we're going to make this like big U down here to show the bottom of her bottom of her raincoat. And then we're going to go ahead and maybe like right here where her elbow is. Come out and go down. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and stop and let you catch up a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see the shape. So we did the sideways profile of her face. We did her like bangs here, just a quick little look. Then we did her hair. Then her coat was just one big line down, one big curved line on the bottom, and then straight up. For her sleeves, you could do like little rectangular or like bell-shaped sleeves. Then you have another little bell-shaped sleeve right here. Like so. I'm going to go ahead while you guys are drawing her coat. I'm just going to do, she has these little cute pockets right here in her coat. So again, just kind of almost like the same shape as her sleeve. And then she has another one over here. And remember, if you join us late, you can go ahead and finish watching the video if you want. And then at the very end, when I stop the video, you can rewatch it from the beginning. And the cool thing is you can pause it and take as much time as you need. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more. Oops. Gonna let me zoom out. There it goes. Okay. So for our raindrops, we're going to go ahead and just do some raindrops coming down like so. You can add as many or as few raindrops as you like. Then let's go ahead and put a ground on here. So let me, see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Okay. Let's get this up a little bit. So her ground, I'm going to do probably this little bottom portion here of the paper. Turn that into the ground. Because I want to be able to see her little legs and her galoshes. So there's my ground, and I decided to draw the ground first. That way I have something to draw her feet on. And then she has this cute little cat kind of hopping along with her too. So we're going to go ahead. Hi, Christian. And do her legs. So her legs are going to come out like so because she is walking. One leg out here. Then she has another leg which is kind of bent so you can see that she's moving like so. And actually I'm going to bring this one out just a little bit longer. All right, and then let's go ahead and draw her boots. So her boots are you're gonna make a little oval, and you're gonna have them kind of open so you can see her leg going into that oval. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. Like so. Then we're gonna come down and make 2 straight lines on either side of that oval. Hi, Danica, Josh. I figured I'd tag you for the little one if they wanted to draw a picture today. And then we're going to go ahead and do her boot. So this boot is kind of like raised off the ground as if she was taking a step. Like so. And then this one is kind of, it's the bottom part is on the ground and then the top is raised up. Like so. Actually, I think I'm going to bring this toe out a little bit longer. Like so. All right, then I'm going to add a few more details to her boots. They have kind of a little stripe right here. Then her toes actually have, it's almost like a little platform on her boots. So I'm going to go ahead and add that platform. That. Then, like I said, she has this little like cat hanging out, walking along with her. So we're actually going to do the cat. You know, I might move my line up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to erase my middle line real quick while I draw the cat. And then I think I might move my line up a little bit. Okay, so for my cat, we're going to go ahead and kind of draw the basic shape of the cat. Its back is kind of, it's almost like elevated between her legs right here. So we're going to go ahead and draw the back right here. Then this is a really like simplistic looking little cartoon cat. So it just has 2 little curves on top for its ears. Then it comes down. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Hi, Rebecca. Like so. Then it has its 2 little feet like it's hopping. Like so. And then it's coming up. And its 2 little back legs are kicking out. So 1 little back leg. Now the cat's optional. You don't have to put the cat. It's just in the drawing that I'm looking at. And I think the name of the artist that did this was Crocotalk is the name of her, I don't know if it's her company or her last name, but that's where I got it today. There's her tail. And she had a lot of other cool little, like foldable paper art projects. So if you want to look her up, I'll tag her, I think she has a YouTube channel. I'll tag her in the bottom when I'm done. So if you guys want to look at any more paper art, you can. Hi, Candace. All right, so then I have my little cat here. Then a super simplistic little face. It just has 2 dots, a little kind of rounded upside down triangle. Then it has a little mouth like so. So there's my little girl under here. Okay, let's see if we missed any details we want to add before we start coloring. So one of the details is her face. So let me go ahead and do that. So her face is really simple. Again, this is just like a sweet little cartoon. So she just has a little smile right here. She has like a little rosy cheek right there to color in. And then her eyes are really simple. They're just a dot. And then she has like a little line over them. Like so. So now, it also looks like her tights have polka dots. So if you want to add that detail, you can. So I'll add that real quick. Hi, Meryl. Okay. And then her boots are just plain colored in. So that is it. Like I said, I'm going to move this walking line. I decided that I want it just a tad bit higher. So I think I'm going to go just right behind the cat, start there, and then come across. So then it kind of looks like she's walking in the middle of the road rather than right on the edge. Okay. So there is our drawing. So the next part, if you weren't here for the beginning of this video, what we did is we drew a line that was kind of like a third of the way up from the top. We cut it right in half and stopped at that line and then folded it over. So it looks like her umbrella is covering her. So I'm going to go ahead and color my girl first, and then I'm going to flip this upside down and color my umbrella. So for my girl, in the picture that I'm looking at, she has a beautiful bright green raincoat. So I'm going to go ahead and go into her raincoat first. And again, I'm just using my watercolor brushes, but you can use crayons, color pencils, markers, whatever you got lying around the house. The whole point of these different little art projects is hopefully something that you can easily do with anything that you have around your house. So I'm just quickly filling out her whole little raincoat with my green. Now, if you're using watercolor brush pens, they also come with like a brush that you can fill up with water. So you can actually treat them like a watercolor and thin out your colors. I've just been really enjoying using them as kind of regular markers and not using that aspect. But if you do it, please show me your picture of them. I've really been enjoying watercolor brush sets, and you can get them off of Amazon, or they have them in Staples or things like that. So there is my green little coat. Now, actually, her tights are green as well, but they're a different color green. So I'm just going to switch down to my next darkest green and go down to her tights, which is probably good because then she won't blend in with her coat. Hi, Kathy. Now, if you don't have all the same colors as me at home, you can change up her tights whatever colors you want. Maybe she wants hot pink tights with horses on them. You can change them however you like. It is your art project. So if you want her to have a bright yellow coat and yellow boots, you could do that. I'm just going off of what I am looking at. So as always, I'd love to see your pictures. I'd love to see how your artwork turned out or how you changed it or made it different. I think that's a really cool thing is we can all be looking at the same project, but they can all turn out differently, which I think is the best part of art. No artist is the same. So we're going to go through, and her boots are pink. So I'm going to go ahead and color all of that pink. And as always, I will go back through and outline everything just to make it look a little bit more crisp and give it definition. Thanks, Kathy. I hope you're liking the art projects. So we're coloring her whole boot pink. Okay. And then it looks like the polka dots on her, hi Stacy, her tights are gray. So I'm going to go in with my gray and color her polka dots. Hi Susie. So gray. And then while I have my gray out, my cat is also gray. So I'm just going to color my cat in real quick. And I'm actually going to color my entire cat gray because when I go back in with my black, I can add all those details I drew out earlier. And then it has one spot black, one spot white. So I'm going to go ahead and leave those alone. That's what I was thinking. I thought a rainy day art project would be very appropriate. It was pouring earlier. It's let up. It's a little bit more sunny now. At my house, I was actually able to get like a load of laundry in, but it has been pouring, Suze, like crazy. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Boaz. Hi, Parisa. Now, Parisa, you're a much better artist than I am. I would love to see your little picture of this. It would be adorable. So there's my little gray cat. Okay. Now I'm going to go up to the girl. And like I said, she has like little rosy cheeks. Her skin, they just left. They didn't color it in. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and just leave it alone. And then her hair is brown. But as always, you can change it to whatever color you would like. Ooh, that's purple. That wouldn't have been correct. All right, so I'm going to take my brown and I'm just going to kind of go in hair strokes on her. Let me put my scissors back on top of here so it stops moving. And I can get that kind of crisp line. And she has a really blunt cut like in this picture, but if you wanted to make it more hair-like, you could come out of that basic drawing that we did. And I'm just going to color in sections here. And then this is where you could kind of add those brush strokes in between that kind of just plain hair we did earlier if you wanted to make it look more like hair. All right, and then these raindrops here are blue. So I'm going to go in with my dark blue. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do light blue. Color these blue. All right, then her little cheeks are rosy, so I'm just going to take some light pink and color in that little rosy cheek of hers. And then I'm going to go with my black now and trace all of this and color in a few things black. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll start with her umbrella pole here. All right, John, sure, that's fine. I think my Facebook is public, so I think you can share that if you like. So no worries, of course you can. All right, then I'm just going to go through and trace all of these. Again, you don't have to do this. I just think that it makes it a little bit more dimensional, a little bit adds more detail, especially when you like go over with certain colors and your pencil marks aren't showing. I think the black makes it look really nice. And then on our little cat, his back spot is black and his front spot is white. So we're going to go ahead and leave him. And then his little eyes, his nose, his mouth. Hi, Diana. Hi, Ashley. And then again, just going around all of my edges. And then I'm just going to trace this back line here. Bring it up a little bit. Okay. And then I'll trace the rest of her later. But now let's get to our umbrella. And I'm actually going to, let's see. I think I'm going to block my umbrella into sections first. And then I'm going to go ahead and color them. So I'm going to block this into, ooh, that was a little crooked. 2 lines here. And then do the same thing. Oops. Do 2 lines here, like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and break this into yellow. Oh, excuse me, just cut out real quick. They have red and yellow, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do my red first. I normally always do my lighter colors first, but I'm going to do my red first. So again, if you are using watercolor brushes, the slower you go, a little bit more solid coloring you get. I've noticed that the faster you go, I think it just dries out too quickly and it doesn't do that solid coloring. So if you're using watercolor brushes or like brush pens, Then go a little bit slower. And again, if you're just hopping on and you weren't able to see the beginning of this, when the video's over, you can replay it. And you can see how we kind of started off the sketching of our little girl and how we did the umbrella portion. And feel free to share this video if you have any families that have kids and they need some different art projects. I've been trying to do Monday through Friday, going on at 2 o'clock. Sometimes it does change if I have like a Zoom meeting with my class or if I have like a staff meeting. But I always do a post ahead of time saying the time has changed or what time I am going on at. So I try to be as forward with information as that so you guys can hop on and do these fun projects with your kids or grandkids or share it with a family member or do it yourself. I've had a lot of adults do it and send me pictures and it's fun. All right, then I'm going to go in with my yellow. This almost looks like a beach umbrella with these colors. Do my last piece here. So we can get this little center piece here. All right, let me try. I just realized I forgot her face. So, sorry, my Facebook Live keeps reconnecting. I hope you guys are hearing me. And then I think actually now that I'm looking at her little cat, I think I'd rather just have this in black too. I think I'll just color the whole patch in. All right, and then that is it. Now it's up to you. I have seen it where this is all light blue behind the water droplets, or like if you want to color the whole pavement like black or darker blue, or maybe she's standing in a puddle. Totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and finish outlining everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed this picture, this little project for this rainy day activity. I will post the artist who I got this idea from. And like I said, I believe she has a YouTube video on a bunch of different foldable paper projects. So I will tag that down below, as well as post a picture of my final product when I'm done. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I continue love doing these projects with you. And as always, comment your picture down below if you followed along with the project, or tag me in it on your post. And that is it. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.